Hey guys, welcome back to Fngerville 5. Today I want to share with you the parable of the Good Samaritan. This parable comes from Luke chapter 10, verses 25 to 37. The parable begins with a lawyer who is equipped with knowledge about the Old Testament and, in particular, the first 5 books of the law. So he came to Jesus and asked a question about heaven and what it takes to be able to get there. The answer, of course, is to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. This didn't quite satisfy the Lord's question, and so he asked, well, who is my neighbor? Instead of answering, Jesus gives us the parable of the Good Samaritan. Who is the least likely of 3 people to help a stranded man on a dangerous road? Let's dive into the first part of the scripture. Loving God and loving people. What does it mean to love your neighbor as yourself? David Guzik says, loving our neighbor doesn't mean that we must love ourselves before we can love anyone else. It means that in the same way we take care of ourselves and are concerned about our own interests, we should take care and have concern for the interest of others. We cannot take this command out of order. For us to be able to love others as we love ourselves, we first have to commit to loving God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and every aspect that comes with that. So, who is our neighbor? The lawyer's definition is probably closely related to our own. Someone who lives beside me or in my neighborhood, someone that I am friends with, the people that I know. But according to Jesus, our neighbor is more than the person next door. The neighbor is our enemy, the outcast in society, or anyone in need. This story is a compassion story. Someone who loved God so much that they overflowed and poured out to someone else. But that is only the surface level of this story. The Samaritans and Jews hated each other. Their rivalry goes back for years. So to hear this story about a Samaritan helping a Jew would have shocked them. We live in a world where it's shocking to love somebody who did us wrong, who hates us. But this is what Jesus commands in the last verse of this parable. Go and do likewise. A quote that I loved said this: the world would be a changed place if every Christian attended to the sorrows that are in front of him. Again, in Matthew 5:44 it says, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, and do good to them that hate you. Pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. But let it be a challenge for us to shock the world with our love for others. And let us heed the command, go and do likewise. I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching.